Hello everybody, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. In today's video, I'll show you the first things to do after setup on your OnePlus 15R. So first, what you guys want to do is go over and connect to the Wi-Fi. So open up the settings, and here in those settings, go over to Wi-Fi. Now, you have a lot of networks to choose from. I'll choose this network right here, and all we have to do now is enter the password. So I'll see you guys in a second. Now we are successfully connected to the network. What are we gonna do next is check for software updates. So let's scroll a bit down here until we see the system and update and click to the software update. Now it's checking for updates automatically. As you guys can see, we need Wi-Fi for this, so that's why we connected to Wi-Fi first. So my version, as you guys can see, is up to date, but if yours isn't, then I recommend you guys updating it. It's very important to keep up with the latest version. Now, what we want to do is we want to go over and open up Play Store. We want to update the Google apps, and after that, we're gonna add an account. So we need to wait a couple of seconds. So now, after it's gone, we want to click sign in and wait for it to stop checking the info. Now, we're gonna sign in, and a little fun fact, you guys don't need to, if you have at gmail.com, you don't need to enter it. Just enter your name of your email and it will automatically fill the gmail.com. So now we need to wait a couple of seconds and then enter our password. So I'll see you guys in a second once it's done. Now let's click next. And I have to complete a two-step verification. So if you also have it on your device, then you'll have to tap yes on any device that's just plugged into the account. So as you guys can see, now we will be choosing who is using this device. So you select either you will be using it or your child. So I'll choose the first option. These options do not vary that much. Now let's click next. And here we agree to the terms of service made by Google and wait for Google services to load up. So there we will find our backup, and we want to turn on the backup right here. Now we want to click get started, and we can use our password right here. Now the settings are saved. Let's click on our avatar in the top right corner and select my apps and games. Here we have updates available, and we want to click on update all, and now those apps are updating in the background, so we can leave the Play Store now. And since we have already added our Google account and now the apps are updating, what we can do in the meantime is set up the screen lock. So go to the settings, and here in the settings, what we want to do is we want to go over to security and privacy. Now let's scroll down to device unlock and click set screen lock. We can use the numeric, which is the PIN, alphanumeric, which is a password, and here we also have a pattern, so we need to connect at least 4 dots. I always choose the numeric one. I think it's the best one out there, not the safest but the best. Let's click next, and here we can use a different password type. Of course, we can use the 4 digits, 6 digits, or 4 to 16 digits. Now, I will use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as my password. I'll save it, but make sure that you do not use this password. Even my phone says that this password is too common, and if we want to use it. Of course, I want to use it for the purpose of this video, but make sure to change the password if you set the same password as me. Do not set it up, it's very unsafe. Now let's click done, and we will automatically see a notification to turn on fingerprint unlock. Of course, we agree to it, and we click add fingerprint. Now we go over to the area And now we want to move our finger slowly. So as you guys can see, we are easily tapping it once the vibration. Let's go. So now we can click done and check if it works. So let's go over and try and use it. Of course it does work. Now what we want to try is we want to go over and go to face and fingerprint unlock and click on the face. Here we need to enter the password that we have created, and here we have to enroll our face. So I need to put my face right here on the camera, so I'll see you guys in a second. This process takes 10 seconds max. So now let's click done, and here we can use the face data for screen unlock, app lock, hide apps, and data protection. So I always use it on the data protection, but first we need to set up a privacy password. So you just enter the password that you want to have. So I'll choose 147258. So it's almost the same as 123456. And here we have security questions. So we can set up former teacher's name and say HardReset. And now we can use it. Here we need to enter the privacy password, as you guys can see. And yeah. Now after we set up our face and a fingerprint, what we want to do is we want to set up the Google Pay. So let's go over to Play Store again. As you guys can see, it's still updating. So we need to go over here and type in Google Pay. Now here, and make sure that it's installed on some other phones. For an example, this one. So this one actually does not have it by default, so it should have installed now, but sometimes it just won't install automatically. For an example, in the Motorola Signature, I had to install it manually. So now you need to make sure that it's installed. If it is, then just open it and click View Wallet right here. Now allow it to send notifications and click on the plus icon right here. You can add the payment card, TransPass loyalty card, gift card, or scan a QR code or a barcode right here. So to add a card, we just click add a payment card and click new credit or debit card if we have no cards saved. As you guys can see, we will automatically have an option to scan it, but we can of course enter the details manually. And here we can enter, let's say, random numbers. I do not have a card with me, so it's very hard. Now we can just enter it like this for an example. And as you guys can see, it's checking the card eligibility. And yeah, as you guys can see, it won't set it up because this is not my card. These are just the random numbers that I provided. And yeah, that's basically how you guys can set up your card. You will have it right here where I have the set up your MasterCard option. And here you also have some loyalty programs and paybacks, clubs, and everything else. So these are actually region dependent, so it may differ from what you have and from what I have. Now, after setting up the Google Wallet, what you guys want to do is make sure to optimize your battery settings. So in these settings right here, go over and scroll down to battery. We're gonna start off by explaining all of those modes. So balance mode is the normal mode that we're using. Power saving mode, it will save our power by restricting some of the system activity. And high performance mode, it will definitely make our phone faster, but of course we pay by draining our battery a bit faster, so we definitely do not want that. Now for super power saving mode, it's just the same as power saving mode, except you can have, I think it was 6 apps max to use, and the other apps are just restricted. So here next we have the battery usage from 24 hours or 7 days. We can see what battery usage is made by an app. So for me it's only settings and Google Play services. Now for power saving settings, we have a lot of options here, so we're gonna go one-on-one And first one, automatically exit power saving mode. We want it because whenever our device is half charged or fully charged, it will disable the power saving mode. Now you guys can automatically enter power saving mode. It's very important to enable it, and here you guys can set the percentage. So I always use 20 or 15% because a lot of phones have it set at 20, but you guys can go 15 or 25. It doesn't make that much of a difference. And next we have auto dark mode. So this will extend our battery life and reduce our eyes being hurt. And yeah, next one, sleep standby optimization. It will use less power when you're asleep. So it learns how we stop using our phone and when we start using it, and this will count as, let's say, a standby optimization. Whenever we're sleeping, the device will use little to no power. Now, video battery saver, here you guys can enable it, but what it basically does, it optimizes the battery usage and like reduces the quality of the video. Of course, the audio can be heard too. Now here we have the app battery management. We can go to, let's say, Instagram, and we can restrict its background activity. So this way, now we are saving a little bit more battery. Now moving on, we have the battery health. Very easy, maximum capacity. It's our battery, so it's the estimated percentage of our battery that is inside of the phone. Now smart charging is very cool because it will charge to 80% and then it will learn from our patterns on how we use it, how we charge it, and it will only charge to 100% until shortly you need to use it, as you guys can see. So right before we unplug our phone, it will be at 100%. Now, custom charging limit, we can set it up to 80 or 100. So from 80 to 100 with the jumps of 5%. Now, this is very cool because it will slow down battery aging if you set it up to 80%. And yeah, I use smart charging anyway, but this is a cool feature. And resume charging at 95%. So charging will automatically stop when the battery is fully charged, and it will continue until our battery is at 100 again from 95%. Now, charging settings. Here we have the smart rapid charging, as you guys can see. So here we can charge a device using a genuine power adapter and cable. So we need to have the original ones. And of course the device may get warmer during charging. So it's normal that our device heats up. Now here we have the bypass charging. So directly supply power to the system when the battery has been charged to the threshold. And this will help reduce device heating. This feature will automatically turn off when the device has finished charging. So that's it. So that's basically it for the entire phone. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, then leave a like, subscription, and a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.